Morning, Crow Girl. We have music today. What do you think? Is that coming through? Is it good? Is it too loud? You don't hear it. Okay. Word. Let me see. Let's restart it. Because technology. Missions. Morning, JT Goalie. We hearing music now? It's worked on my other streams. I don't know. So frustrating. I'm trying one more thing. Technology is the bane of my existence, y'all. I try to have nice things. Just doesn't work for me. Well, Fudgesicles. I wanted music today, damn it! Alright, anything? Music? Yes? No? Maybe? Son of a... That fucking sucks. It's literally worked every other time that I've used it. And I actually remembered it existed for today. I hate everything. I hate everything so much. Why? This is how my week is gone. My entire flippin' week. So much hate. Oh my god. Someday I'll get my shit figured out. Yeah, for reals though. Okay. Yeah. Alrighty then. I guess later I'll figure out why it's being stupid. Ah! Is it playing now? Is it doing the thing now? Can you hear it now? Is there music? Can you hear music? All the way. It's actually connected now. I don't know. Alright, I give up. We're just gonna do yoga. Fuck it. Closing that out, doing that. Okay, cool beans. Well, now let's do some deep breathing to recover from that. Okay. Well then, I'm gonna put that there and come to a comfortable seated position. Oh, goodness gracious me. Hands can rest on your knees. Sitting up nice and tall. Shoulders, can roll them a couple of times, move around some, and then let them melt down the back away from the ears. You can sit with one leg in front or one leg on top, whatever works better for you, whatever's more comfortable for you. Notice here if in order to try and sit up really tall, you're leaning forward. Let the weight rock back into the sit bones, almost as if you're trying to press your back against a wall. We're going to take a few deep breaths. I'm going to start with some nice, cleansing, deep, get all of the nonsense out breaths. If you can, take a deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. Deep breath in and deep breath out. Again, inhale. Exhale. On this next breath, inhale, circle the arms all the way up. Palms can touch overhead. Exhale, sweep it down. Let the fingertips press into the floor. Inhale, circle, sweep the arms all the way up. Exhale. This time bring the hands forward some. Let them brush the floor. Compress the palms together at the heart. Inhale, circle up. Exhale, float down to the sides. Inhale, circle up. Exhale, we'll bring the hands slightly behind. Maybe you can just bring the backs of the hands to the lower back. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, down to the sides. Inhale. Exhale, sweep in front. Inhale. Exhale, float down to the sides. Inhale. Exhale, sweep behind. One more, inhale. Exhale, float the hands down. All right, that's a little better. Inhale, reach all the way up. Hands are going to pause at shoulder distance, thumbs drawing towards the space behind you. And I just want you to start to arch the back and look up. You're not really leaning back, but you're trying to find a little bit of extra curve in the spine. Thumbs are reaching for the space behind you. You feel a stretch in the chest all the way down. You might feel your legs starting to squeeze. If you're losing your balance, you can bring the weight forward a little bit. Exhale, just sweep the arms down in front. Beautiful. Inhale, reach up again. Draw the thumbs back. Lift through the chest. And then here you can open the arms out wide, kind of to a Y position. Thumbs are still reaching towards the space behind you, really stretching out through the chest. And then sweep it down. Shake it out a little bit. And then inhale, reach up. Thumbs draw back, palms facing in. Lift through the heart, eyes go up. You can open out to a Y or even a little bit wider out, arms reaching from the shoulders. And release it down. Whew. All right, say good morning to your shoulders. So inhale, reach it up, and then exhale, right hand comes down to the floor. I'm going to start to tilt to the side, side body stretch. You're soft through the right elbow. You can walk the hand out as far as you feel comfortable with. You can find a little movements if it feels good, otherwise just hang out. Your left hip is pressing down into the floor. That left thumb is still pulling back in space. You want to keep the bicep next to the ear and not let it travel. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. And then deep breath in. Last one here. As you exhale, lead with the left arm to come back up. Whew. Inhale. You reach the arms up. Left hand down to the floor. Soft elbow, leaning into it, stretching out nice and slow. Right thumb is drawing back in space. Right hip is planted in the floor. Left hand can scooch out. You're creating as much space down the side body as you can. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Last inhale. Exhale, lead with the right arm. Bring it back up. Inhale, reach the arms all the way up. Exhale, right hand comes down. And find that side body stretch. And then maybe start to open the chest up towards the ceiling a little bit. So you're actively pressing the right shoulder forward, drawing the left shoulder back, and trying to open up towards the ceiling. It's a slight twist. A little difference in the stretch. Maybe a lot different. It just depends on you. Make sure your right elbow is not locked, and make sure the right shoulder is not up in the ear. We want to pull it away. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Inhale, facing forward. Exhale, draw it up. Woo. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, left hand comes down. Find your stretch. And then start to open up towards the ceiling. Left shoulder presses forward, right shoulder presses back. Left shoulder away from the ear, left elbow is soft. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, facing forward. Exhale, guide yourself up. Chose the wrong shirt for today. Keeps rolling up. Alright, take a second. Switch which legs on top or in front, depending on how you're sitting. I'm going to take the right hand behind, left hand across, find a gentle twist, looking over your right shoulder. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Slowly back to center. Let's go the other direction. Left hand behind, right hand across. Ooh. Slowly bring it back to center. Take a breath, wiggle it out. How do we feel about stretching our shoulders today? Give me a yes or a no or a whatever in the chat real quick. I don't know why, but my shoulders are really tight. I want to work on them. Okay, I'm going to assume by your silence that that means yes. Okay, yay, we've got a yes. All right, so we're going to take the right foot and bring it down to the floor, knee bent up. You can have it out to the side. You can have it in front slightly, but you want to get it out to the side as much as you can, really. Left foot can just stay wherever so that you feel balanced. Now, if you feel really wobbly here, it might be because your hips are tight. You can grab a block or a cushion or something like that and sit on it to elevate your hips. So if you do this and you start to fall over, or if you watch me show you what we're about to do and go, I'm sorry, what? Grab something to elevate your hips, it'll help. So we're going to take the back of the hand and bring it onto the lower back. So now your elbow is sticking out and your knee is sticking up. You're going to take your left hand out to the side. You're going to rotate slightly and try to bring your elbow to the inside of your thigh. Now, let your hand slide a bit as long as it stays on your body. You don't want it to pop off. So here, you're going to feel a stretch. You can feel maybe some tension. You're going to feel some things happening in your shoulder cap, especially here on the outside. If you want, you can take your left hand and sort of poke around, give it a little bit of love. Try to relax your right hand as much as you can. The more you try to rotate your chest forward, the deeper this stretch is. If you need to, you can keep the left hand on the floor. Keep your chest rotating towards the left a little bit. Take a deep breath. Rotate towards the left to unhook the elbow, and then slowly release the arm. And take the right arm, reach it up, move it around a little bit. Oh yeah, shoulders are fun, y'all. Switch sides. Right leg down, left foot up, right hand out for support, back of the left hand to the lower back. And again, your hand might slide around to your side more than staying on the lower back, and that's okay. Going to turn towards the right, try to bring the elbow to the inner thigh, inner knee, wherever you can reach really. Relax the left hand. You can take your right hand, poke around. Ooh, this arm is really sore. I got my my second shot this past week, and my arm is just now functional again. It's very, very sore. Ooh. Nice deep breath in. Deep breath out. Come out of it. Slowly rotate towards the right a little bit with the chest. Release the elbow from the leg. Slide the hand down. You can reach it up. Move it around. Come back to just a comfortable seat. You can roll both shoulders around. Interlace the fingers behind you. Pull the fist towards the floor. Chest lifts up. Try to press your palms together here. And deep breath in. And deep breath out. Slowly release the hands. Shake it out. Stick the right arm and stretch it all the way up. Bend at the elbow. Bring your fingertips to your back. Left hand's going to come up to the elbow point and try to bring it over the top of your head if you can. If you can get it behind your head without your chin tucking down, great. So here, I don't want you to pull across into a deeper stretch. We're going to do something slightly different. Keeping the right hand relaxed, you're going to activate through your left arm to be a wall of resistance. Now I want you to push your right elbow to the right. Your left hand is resisting, so you're pressing against yourself. You're going to feel it activate down into your triceps, down into the outer underside of your shoulder. So we press and back it off. Press, pushing the elbow away as strong as you can. Back it off. Press. Back it off. One more time. Press. Back it off. Now you can gently draw the right elbow across to the left, trying to get a deeper stretch here. Big inhale. Big exhale. Slowly release. Bring the arms down. Shake it out. Left arm reaches up, bend at the elbow, fingertips down to the back. Right hand to the left elbow, but again, you're not pulling on it. It's just a wall of resistance. Relax through your left hand, and then you're going to press your left elbow to the left. Back off. Press. Feel the activation. Back it off. I know it doesn't look like I'm doing much, but I promise you, press. It doesn't take much movement to get a lot out of this. Back off. One more time. Press. Back it off. And then slowly draw the elbow towards the right. Ooh, getting a deeper stretch. Yeah. Slowly release it down. Oh, good morning, shoulders. Whew. Return to the side for a second. Interlace the fingers. Pull the fist towards the floor. Stretch. See if you can lift the fist up a little bit. If you can't press your palms together, that's fine. You can keep the hands open, but see if you can get the hands up. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. And then relax. Okay. All right. Now, best way to show you this. Let's see. All right. So, we're going to take the right hand. You're going to reach it back. Bend at the elbow and try to get the back of the hand to your back and the fingers pointing up toward your head. All you're going to do here is try to press the back of your hand into your back. So we press, back off. You might not be able to squeeze very hard. That's okay. Press. Back off. Press. Back off. Very slowly slide the hand down the back. Release the arm, move it around. Woohoo! All right, left arm. We reach it back. Bend, back of the hand to the back, fingers pointing up towards your head. Press the back of the hand into your back. Back it off. Press. Back it off. Press. Back off. Slowly slide the hand down the back to release it. Move it around some. Whew. All right. Right hand reaches back, bend, and then fingers pointing up. Left hand stretches up, bend, and reaching down. And try to find your fingertips if you can, but don't worry about it. If you can't get a hold of it, that's perfectly fine. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Try to make it active here. So you're pushing the back of the hand into the back. You're pressing the left fingers into the back, and you're lengthening through the spine. One more big breath in. Big breath out. Slowly release, sliding the right hand down the back and releasing the left hand down. Roll the shoulders, move it around, loosey-goosey, everything good. Left hand reaches back, bends up, right arm stretches up, fingers come down. Now you might notice it's a different range of motion on this side. That's very normal. I have significant damage to both of my shoulders, but more so to my right shoulder, so it's a lot tighter in that range of motion. You're still going to make it active here. You're pressing the back of the left hand in, pressing the fingers of the right hand in, lengthening through the spine, nice deep breaths. Now the nice thing about these engagements, one more breath. Slowly release, slide the left hand down, release the right hand down. The nice thing about these engagements is that over time, you can actually improve your range of motion. So when I'm actually on top of these and I do them regularly, I can not only reach, but also get a hold of the fingers on both sides. I just have to be diligent about it, and I haven't been because, I have an infant. All right, interlace the fingers behind you, pull the fist towards the floor. See if you can press your palms together, lift up through the chest. Maybe lift up through the fist. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. And slowly release it down. Unwind. Shake it out. Beautiful. All right, let's get off the shoulders now. Let's leave the shoulders alone and work on something else. Take the legs, stretch them all the way out. This shirt is so annoying. I want you to bring your feet hip width distance, maybe mat width distance, depends on how you're feeling, or maybe together as they can. It's entirely up to you. And you're going to flex the toes back towards the face, press the heels down into the floor so that you feel the legs activate. Take a big breath in, reach the arms straight up. As you exhale, I want you to start to roll back. Now, you might slide a bit. Your heels are going to come towards you all the way down to the floor. Now, if you got to a point and then you just dropped, then you know where in your core you need to work. If it felt like your heels were lifting up off the floor, then you just need to work a bit more. So we're going to reach the fingers up towards the ceiling. Take a deep breath in. I want you to try and reverse that motion. So we tuck, heels are pressing in, we squeeze, and come all the way up. You can adjust the mat if it's done things. Okay. Now, if you got to here and went, no, that's not happening, that's okay. You have a couple of options. You can either just work into that range of motion, hold, squeeze, engage, and then release back down, or you get to here and you can take a little with the hands to try and get past that point where you feel stuck. Okay, we're going to do that a couple more times. Inhale, reaching the arms up. Exhale, we come down nice and slow. Work on the descent so you can build strength to go back up. Deep breath in. Exhale. Up we go. Ugh. Lengthen at the top. Inhale. Exhale. Keep your heels pressing down into the floor. Keep your legs active. Inhale at the bottom. Exhale to come back up. Ooh. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, strength all the way down. Inhale, strength all the way up as you exhale. And then you can release it into a gentle forward fold, nothing crazy. You can reach for your fingers, ankles, knees, floor, whatever feels good. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Coming back up, swing the legs around. Come up to a tabletop position. Palms under the shoulders, knees under the hips, soft arms. Rotate through the upper arms so your elbows are pointing back. Everything is strong. Let's do some cat-cow. Take a deep breath in. Lift the heart forward. Lift the sit bones. And then exhale, round the spine up towards the ceiling. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. One last time. Inhale. No, computer, why? Exhale, round the spine. Up. Biggest cat you can be. And come back to a neutral position. All right. From here, step the hands forward slightly, tuck the toes, lift the hips, find your downward dog. Softening the heels towards the floor. As the hips are reaching high, your knees can be bent. They don't have to be straight. Wrapping through the upper arms, so you're maintaining that elbows pointing back thing and not pointing out. This helps strengthen and protect your shoulders. You can walk the dog if it feels good. Come back to neutral, back to center, back to stillness. I want you to look forward towards your thumbs, pick up your right foot, and just try to tuck the knee into the chest to step the foot forward. You can ooch and scooch once you're there. Lower the left knee down. Untuck the toes, and hang out here in a stretch. Grab your blocks if you need to. You can always place them under your hands, modify a little bit. Drawing the hips forward and down. Notice wherever your stretch is, when you start to come into it, does your body tense or does your body relax into it? It takes conscious effort to soften down into the stretch. Getting a nice deep stretch on the front of the left hip, some compression on the inside of the right hip. Let's take a deep breath in, release the stretch back. Deep breath out, bring it forward again. Deep breath in, bring it back. Deep breath out, bring it forward. Again, inhale, back. Exhale. Planting the left hand down, make sure your elbow's not locked, it's nice and strong. Take the right hand and see if you can reach for the ceiling. Find a twist. Now you're pushing up out of the floor. You're reaching up as if you could touch the ceiling. Or at least, wave vaguely at it. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Let's slowly release the right hand back down to the floor. Walk the hands back, bring the hips back, let the right toes lift up. Inhale, lift up, lengthen through the spine. You can even come up off the floor to fold into it with strength. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. hamstring stretch. And then I'm going to walk it forward. Tuck your back toes. Lift the knee up and take a little hop in. I'm going to turn the left toes out and walk the hands to the center to come down into a hamstring stretch, both sides. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Hands can stay planted on the floor, under your shoulders, or if you want, you can reach back for your heels, or your feet, or your ankles, wherever you are. Try to let your head hang down. You can very gently shake the head no. Very gently nod the head yes. Letting the whole spine hang from your hips. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Plant the hands under the shoulders. Lift up just a little bit. And relax again. All right. Support into the hands. And we're going to walk both hands over towards the left foot. Turn the left toes towards the end of the mat. Come up onto the ball of the right foot. Hey, check it out. We're on the other side. Adjust as you need to come into your stretch. Drawing the hips forward and down, finding that softness into the stretch again. Inhale, release the hips back. Exhale, bring it forward. Inhale, release it back. Exhale, bring it forward. Let's do that again. Inhale, bring it back. Exhale, forward. Plant the right hand down. Strong arms, soft elbow, no locked joint. Left hand sweeps up, find a twist. Pushing up out of the floor, reaching up for the ceiling. Nice deep breaths. Bring the left hand back down. Walk it all the way back into your hamstring stretch. Left toes lift up. You can inhale, come up to the fingertips, or even lift off the floor. Lengthen and fold into it. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Walk the weight forward, walk the hands forward, tuck the back toes, lift up, take that little hop in, rotating the heel down to the floor, walk the hands to the center, finding your stretch once again, folding down into it. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Now here you can shift the hips from side to side. Notice how that changes the stretch. Try to keep the legs straight if you can, but you can also bend one side, other side. Just find a little movement here. All right. Planting the hands. I'm going to walk back towards the right foot. Turn the toes to face forward. Onto the ball of the left foot. Plant your hands down. Pick your right foot up. Find your downward dog. You can walk the dog. Stretch it out. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Lower the knees down to the floor. You can bring them wide if you like. Untuck the toes. Sit the hips back. Child's pose. Nice deep breaths. Resting here for just a moment. All right, come back up. Tabletop position. Tuck the toes. Downward dog. You can walk the dog. And slowly maybe walk your feet in towards each other a little bit. Still rotating through the upper arms. Shoulders are strong, belly pulls in, knees are soft. I want you to look forward towards your thumbs and then inhale, shift the weight forward into a plank. Exhale, press it right back to downward dog. Inhale, bring it forward. Exhale, press it back. We'll do that one more time. Inhale, bring it forward. Exhale, press it back. A little bit of challenge today. Now we're going to look forward towards the thumbs, bring the weight forward just a little bit, and slide the right knee up to the right wrist and the ankle down underneath the left hip. You can lower your left knee down, and we start to settle ourselves back into a pigeon pose. Now, making sure the hips are level, hips are even. If you want to take this a little bit deeper, you can bring the right foot forward. If you want to make it a little less intense, bring the right foot back, more under the groin rather than under the hip. If you feel all right here, you can work your way down to your elbows. Maybe you put your elbows on blocks. Just find what works for you today. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Again, deep inhale. Deep exhale. Take a second, tuck your left toes, and then just try to pick your foot up. With your foot flexed, you're going to notice it's a very deep stretch on your hamstring. So you can relax the foot if you need to, and play around with that range of motion. Word of caution, don't squeeze your heel in too hard because you can cause a cramp in your hamstring. Find some movement, play around with it. You can play around with the foot flexed, with it pointed. You can hold it in and point and flex, see how it changes. Just working into that range of motion. And then from there, I want you to draw the heel in softly, flexing through the foot, and think about pressing your left hip towards the floor so that you get a really good stretch on the left hamstring. It's a very active stretch because you're using the strength of your leg to work your way into the stretch rather than gravity or force. Deep breath in, deep breath out. All right. Now, you've probably sunk down into your shoulders a little bit here. We're going to push the floor away, reaching through the elbows. Take your right hand, see if you can reach back, find fingertip to heel, or maybe get a hold of the foot. If you can get fingertips on the heel, you're doing great. Just think about pressing the heel into the fingertips. If you can't reach it at all, if you have a strap handy or anything like that, you can grab that real quick. Or if you've got a hold of it, just breathe. Hang out and breathe. Left elbow presses into the floor. You're lifting up out of the shoulder. You're finding a twist through the waist. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Notice if you're holding tension through your right leg. Can you relax it? Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Bring the right hand back to the floor. Left leg comes down. We relax. And then lift up back to your palms, a little proud pigeon here. So that we can shift over to the right to set up for a twist. Left leg comes around. Right heel to the left hip, left heel inside, top of, or outside of the knee. Adjust as you need to. If you can get the foot down on the outside of the knee, grand, stay there. But if your foot's floating off the floor, just bring the heel, bring the heel to the top of the knee. You get the same stretch. Left hand will come behind. We reach up, elbow to the knee, and find a nice, strong twist here. And deep breath in. Deep breath out. Try to soften into the twist. Notice if you're holding tension. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Now all that work we did on the shoulders earlier, if you want to take this a little bit farther, you're going to take your left hand. You're going to reach it back just like we did earlier, but this time you're going to reach for your right thigh. Maybe you got fingertips to your thigh, maybe you're just finding that reach. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. One more. Inhale. Exhale nice and slow. Release and unwind. Take the left leg back. We'll sweep it around. Coming up. Tabletop. Tuck the toes. Lift the hips. Downward dog. Notice how things feel a little bit different now. From your downward dog, look forward towards your thumbs. We're going to bring the weight forward a bit. Pick up your left leg. Bring the knee into the chest and down to the left wrist. Heel is underneath the right hip. You can lower the right knee down. Walk yourself back into pigeon on the second side. Adjust as you did on the other side. So if you brought the foot forward, do that here. If you brought the foot back, do that here. When you're ready, settle down to your elbows. Deep breath in. Full breath out. Settling down into the stretch, making sure the hips are level, hips are even. Tuck the right toes and pick up the foot, finding that same stretch on the quad. Squeeze it in. You can point and flex, you can pull it in, release it out. Find a little bit of movement. Might feel a little bit different than the other side did. It depends on you and your structure. It depends on what you've been doing. It depends on which side is your dominant side. Alright, if you can, flex the foot, squeeze the heel in, and then think about pressing the right hip towards the floor. Use the strength of the leg to go deeper into the stretch. And then press the right elbow into the floor, lifting up. We're going to pick up the left hand, reach back. Maybe the fingertips can find the heel. Maybe you can get a hold of the foot. Maybe you grab a strap, and that's how you get a hold of the foot. Maybe you're just floating around here trying to squeeze it in and work on it. Lost Loon. Hello, Lost Loon. How you doing? Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Thanks for the follow earlier, by the way. Nice to meet you too. Again. Slowly release. Let the foot come down. Left palm back down to the floor. We press into it. Lift up. Little proud pigeon here. Just slowly, carefully rock over to the left hip. Right leg around. Left heel to right hip. Left heel wherever you had the right heel on the other side. So if you had it on the inside or at the top, that's where you want to be on this side. If you had it on the outside and you were able to get everything planted down into the floor, that's where you want to be on this side. Right hand comes behind, left arm stretches up, elbow to the knee, find your twist. Notice if you are holding tension in your legs as you try to twist. try to relax it. Goodness. Now, if you did on the other side, we're going to pick up the hand, we're going to reach it back, bend at the elbow, and try to find the thigh. Like, I found it. It's there. My right shoulder is the tighter one. It's got a lot more issues. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Let's do that one more time. Slowly unwind with the arm, and then take the elbow off. Unwind the legs. All right. Extend the legs out. Inhale, reach up. We're going to lower down to the floor with strength, just like we did earlier. Squeeze through the legs. Pull the belly in as you melt down. Oh, you can just release the arms down. All right. Bend up the knees. Bring the feet flat to the floor. You want the heels about hip-width distance apart and the knees pointing straight up. So we want to make sure that we're not too wide and the knees are in. And we want to make sure the knees aren't flaring out. Palms will press into the floor next to the hips, finding bridge pose here. We're going to curl the tailbone up, peeling the opposite side off the floor. Lift the hips up as high as you can. Compress the palms down for stabilization. Squeeze through the back side of the body, lifting up. And then slowly set yourself back down, reversing that motion. Let's do that again. Curl the tailbone, squeeze, slowly lift up. And slowly back down. Beautiful. Draw the knees up into the chest. We're going to hug them in tight. Oh, you can give it a little rock side to side. Keep your right knee hugging into your chest. We're going to set the left foot down and then slowly straighten it out. Hugging the right knee into the chest, getting a little bit of a stretch here. You'll notice this is a little bit gentler than pigeon, but it's a similar stretch. Getting a stretch on the front of one hip and compression on the other. Use the left hand. Draw the right knee across the body and down to the floor. Your right shoulder can lift up off the floor and then slowly melt back down into the twist. And deep breath in. And deep breath out. Now, because this has been a bit more pretzely of a class, if you want to experiment here, you can reach the right hand down and bend your left foot up. See if you can make a connection, fingers to toes. This is a deep stretch on the left quad as you are twisting. So if it's not available to you today, don't worry about it. Something to work towards. Slowly release the left foot down and come back to center. Set your right foot down to bend up your left leg. Left knee draws into the chest, and we straighten the right leg out. You can hug the left knee in. Draw it across the body, down to the floor. Let your left shoulder lift up, and then reset, float it down. You can hang out in the twist here, or if you did on the other side, we'll bend up the right leg, reach the left hand down, try to find fingers to toes. And deep breath in. Deep breath out. Slowly release. Bring it back to center. You can hug both knees into the chest. Alright, you can either roll to your side to come up to sit or just cross your ankles, rock yourself up. Come back to your comfortable seat. You can stack one leg on top or in front, whatever works better for you. I'm going to rest the hands on the knees, sitting up nice and tall, and roll the shoulders a couple of times. Maybe find a little wiggle around, see how things feel. Maybe they feel different than when you started. I hope they feel different than when you started. I hope that the difference is good. All right. Finding stillness. Sitting up tall. Take a deep breath in. Deep breath out. Again, deep inhale. Big exhale. On this last one, inhale, circle, sweep the arms all the way up. Let the palms touch overhead. Exhale, draw the hands down to the heart center. Thumbs can rest on the chest. Thank you so much for joining me today. It's been my pleasure to guide you. It's been so wonderful to see your names popping up in the chat. The light in me honors and acknowledges the light in you. Namaste. All right. How do your shoulders feel, guys? I feel all right. I know mine feel much looser. I need to be more consistent about my shoulders, especially because I'm hauling a kid around all over the place now. Man. All right. So real quick, I've got an announcement. Next week on Saturday, there will not be any yoga. I have an outdoor craft show I'm very excited about. But I am going to try to do a class on Sunday morning. So I'm going to put out the event way early this week. We're going to try Sunday morning, see if that works out okay. Because, yeah, I have a craft show. I'm very excited. The other thing that I do with my life is I make things because I enjoy it, and then hopefully people will buy them. So, with that out of the way, if you really like today's class and you want to support me, there's a couple of ways that you can do that. By far, the most important is sharing my Twitch channel, sharing classes that you liked. You can find archived classes on my YouTube. They get archived to YouTube, which is also Fit Strong Fairy Mom. Share classes that you liked. Invite your friends. Get them, to join us for yoga. The more we can build up the community, the better it's going to be. You can also throw $1 or $2 in my virtual tip jar. There's a PayPal link in the About Me section here, and also in the event page on Facebook. If you really, really want to support me, you can become a patron on my Patreon. That is the Mindful Spoon Yoga. There's a link to that also in the About Me section and on the Facebook event page. Or if you just want to spoil me a little bit, I have my Amazon wish list on both of those places, because why not? So yeah, if you help me build this community, that is one of the very best ways that you can support me. Yeah, I had something else to say and I've completely lost it now because yoga brain. Woo, it's been a good class when you can't think afterwards. And yes, Crow Girl, yay for Outdoor Craft Show. I'm very excited. I get to set up my portable aerial rig and advertise for private sessions for that too. So very excited for that. And yeah, share everything. Share a video, share the Facebook page, share the Instagram, share what you like about the yoga, share, just share it. And help me build a fantastic yoga community here. And I think that's all. Because I don't know. I either need more coffee or I need a nap or both. I don't know. So thank you for joining me today. And thank you for sitting through my rambling at the end of class. It's always such a struggle. Both great session. And have a fantastic rest of your Saturday. and hopefully I will see you next Sunday. JT Goli, you are so welcome for this. Yeah, once that event is set up on the Facebook page, I'm going to share it on my personal page. Those of you who are friends with me IRL, which I think is everybody watching right now, because, whatever. Share it. Invite people. Get them to do yoga. Get together, do, socially distanced, responsible yoga together if you can. You enjoy your day also, Crow Girl. Love your face. And yeah, I will see you guys next week, but on Sunday. Not Saturday. Sunday. Have a great one, guys.